It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. Schools being closed, people being told to work from home, and in some cases, people essentially getting laid off for however long this whole endeavor lasts. I can't high five nobody anymore. I can't handshake nobody. It's a fist bump, elbow, legs. That's how I'm greeting you now. That's how I can't touch no man's now. And it's clearly affecting people's finances.
Alexis is next. She's in California. Hi, Alexis. How are you?
Hi, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So my husband has been laid off from his job after 19 years.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I know. Unfortunately, I think the coronavirus is the final straw for them because he's in manufacturing and everything was trapped in China for too long.
Okay.
So here's our
19 years, bro. 19 years. This is why you can't trust anybody outside of yourself to take care of you, right? Yo, government's not gonna take care of you. I mean, in some cases it can, but you can't rely upon the policies to be made in your favor, whatever it is. Your job's not gonna take care of you.
Chasing that farewell tour, they don't love you like that.
By 17, by 46, is at 144.98. Victory here in Oakland.
They're looking at their own bottom line, looking at their own profit versus revenue statistics, and we're about to get into her whole financial situation right now. But take care of yourself. Have an emergency fund. Stop living absorbedly above your means just to look cool or to be safe. You know, times like this are where an emergency fund comes into play. If you say you lost your job, right? Always, yo, stop going above your means, right? Get into the habit of paying yourself first, 20%, 30%, whatever you can afford. At least 30%, I should say. 25% is a good middle ground. Just so that you can save up for a period such as this, right? And I'm no way saying that you should hoard money in your bank account, but at least have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses, like your rent, mortgage, 3 to 6 months of that covered, so that you'll be good for a decent amount of period, right? At least until you find another job, or at least you find another source of income that can supplement you for a while.
question. So the whole time.
So he was working for a company that was financially weak.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
All right.
So fortunately, though, we were part of a profit sharing and a 401k, and that whole entire time he was investing.
Uh-huh.
It's up to 6 figures. We do know clearly it's probably lost money over the past couple of days.
Uh-huh.
So we don't know whether or not to leave it in and let it rebound, or to go ahead and pull it right away and roll it over to a traditional IRA.
Well, if you roll it to a traditional IRA today, you're going to sell your 401k at a low time, but you're also going to buy at a low time. So you've got there's no downside to that. That's like if you said,
So
it's high, I'm
downside.
going to wait till it goes down. Well, that doesn't make sense either, because you're going to sell high and buy high if the market was up, right? And so it doesn't matter.
Correct.
It doesn't matter.
That's why anybody that invests in the market for the short term, they always get burned, because you're never looking at the long tail game of it.
You've heard it from your parents, your teachers, your friends. You've heard it all your life.
Stop doing that.
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 But in spite of it all, you've never really been able to stop doing that, have you?
On average, depending on what you invest in, the rate of return is about, is it 8%? 4%? I forget the number. When you play the long tail game of investments, Roth IRA, 401k, mutual funds, stuff like that, you will always win. The people who are impatient and who are looking at the short-term bursts or short-term gains will always, time and time again, get burned. No cap.
You can go ahead and roll it, as long as you don't let it sit out of the market. You don't sell it low and then wait 5 weeks before you make the transaction to make the rollover. So just do a direct transfer rollover, and it's only out of the market a matter of hours or days at that point, and it's not going to be a problem because you're going to sell at about the same rate you buy at.
That makes perfect sense, and that's why we called you, because obviously other people have already given us different advice.
Yeah, well, people are freaking out. They don't care. So what was he making? What kind of money did he make?
I think at the end of last year it was like 65.
Did he love his job?
He did until like the past couple of years.
Okay.
He was kind of burned out. I think he's ready for a change.
So it's kind of a blessing
to do something else.
Honestly, you should be changing your job every 3 or 4 years. Why? Because usually, if you stay it's harder. I think it is, like, based on anecdotal experience from seeing from people, it's harder to get a promotion increase at your job than it is to go to a different job and have them offer you more money initially, right? That's why when you are getting to your job for the first time, whatever job, you want to negotiate as much income as you can initially, because you probably be locked into that income for at least 2 years or 3 years or so, right? Before you get any significant promotion. So 19 years at that job, he must have really liked it a lot, but every 3-4 years or so, you should be changing, at least for just, those ones where you just get bored, or it's too, like, you're no longer challenged, right? So every 3 or 4 years, not only will you get more work experience and deal with different people, but more than likely you'll also get a pay increase more substantial than a regular promotion at wherever you're currently working. I'm just saying. Unless you like your job wherever you are, then I guess be content. But don't be content, but be okay with that job, but also have a additional income source coming in with YouTube or a side hustle or something else. At least 2 sources of income is cool to have. It's good to have. It's important to have. It's necessary to have.
It is honestly a blessing, and
they have any severance, or they just put him on the street?
No, they did. They were very nice to him, and they did give him a severance.
How much?
So that brings us to about 3 months worth.
Oh, good. So if he gets a job immediately, it's like a signing bonus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when
this could be the best thing that happened to him in a long time.
I think so. But when he does start a new job, would you recommend him just investing in the IRA or opening up a mutual fund with a new company if they don't match?
Well, match beats Roth, beats traditional.
Okay.
And so if they if they give a match, if you're at baby step 4, you're always putting in 15% of your income into retirement, and you do up to the match. If you don't have a match or get up to the match, then you move to Roth. If they don't offer a Roth 401k with good options, then you would do Roth IRAs with good mutual funds until that's full. If that's full and you still are not to 15% of your income, then you would go on and do the traditional non-matching 401k at his new place. But as far as the old 401k goes, you always take it with you. You always roll it to a traditional to traditional with a direct transfer rollover. See one of our SmartVestor pros, and they can show you exactly how to do that. You'll understand it before you do it, because you never do something with money unless you understand it. So
that's what's up, though. That's what's up. Yo, at least he got a 7. So, yo, that's actually dope. So let's say I'm sure if they're on baby step 4, they probably already have 6 months of expenses covered, plus the 3 months of the severance package. So at least for the next 9 months, he and their family is good. 9 months, yo. 9 months to perhaps even look at your passion or something you actually enjoy doing, that you can try and find a way to make it into more of a business, right? So that's why, yo. I feel like when it comes to trades jobs or jobs that are more like electrician or plumber and stuff like that, you tend to have less debt going into it, and you are able to make money quicker than studying history or studying some of these other degrees, right? But it's just that these types of jobs are not looked upon as like glamorous. So what you can do, just in general, is like, if you're on that path, or maybe if I wanted to do it again, I would maybe do more of the not so glamorous type of degree or job. Do that for a bit, and then be stingy with my money, be very financially responsible, and then for the next year or so, I could be good, and I could actually funnel my time and energy into something I actually enjoy doing. All right. But even if you're currently at a job that you dislike, just keep in mind that you want to save as much as possible, like a decent amount, 6 months of expenses, rents, utilities, stuff like that covered, so that you can quit if you so choose to and start focusing on your rapping, your YouTube, or any other venture that you feel suits you better, right? So yeah, when you have money, you have options, straight up. When you don't have money, you just do whatever is accessible to you, right? You might pick up a job because you have student loans rather than take that time to find something worthwhile. But yo, God bless, much love, peace and joy. Stay safe out there. Don't high five nobody, don't handshake nobody. Fist bumps, elbow bumps, and leg taps. But as always, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it, and too much of any good thing is good for nothing. Alright fam, deuces.
Please can I stay? I told the street and I said no way.